What do you think about trends? Makeup trends, clothing trends, home decor trends. What do you think of them? I usually don't follow trends at all. I do what I like, and I like what I do. I think the interesting thing about trends is that they will eventually repeat themselves. Everything is cyclical, which means it comes back around. Everything comes full circle. I'm personally waiting for the 80s to come back. My hair will finally fit in. Hi, I'm Andi. Welcome or welcome back. I'm really happy that you're here. This is my monthly collab with Leanna Dalton, and we are going back in time. We are choosing a makeup look from days gone by. One era that I love is the 1970s. 80s is my favorite, but I was born in 1973. And I think of Cher back in the disco glam era, the Sonny and Cher show. If you watched it, I remember watching it with my parents at home. Everything was so sparkly and everything was so bright. And I remember the clothing and the hair and the makeup just making me happy. So I have a picture here of Cher from the 1970s. I will put it up here on the screen. I'm going to use that as my inspiration for my retro glam look. Everything in the 70s was really frosty. And they didn't use the terms glowy or shimmery. It was frosty. Frosted lipstick, frosted eyeshadow. I remember my mom's frosted blue eyeshadow. I believe it was called Seersucker Blue. And I remember my mom's frosty pink lipstick. So I'm going to do purples. I'm not doing blues. I was going to do blues. I'm not doing blues. So I'm going to start off with some eyeshadow primer because we want some impact. My eyelids are stained, you guys. I wore pinks and reds like 3 days in a row. And my eyelids do not like that. Also, I have a burn here and a burn here, and I think it was from my skincare. I was using something with a chemical SPF, and I don't think my skin likes that very much. All right, so I know that I'm going to use the Blend Bunny blends because those are my favorite purples, but I don't know what else I'm going to use after that. I don't know. We'll have to see. And I know that I'm going to go into this shade called Giggle right here. And I'm going to put that all over my lid, my mobile lid. I am going to do my eyes first, obviously. You can see that. I was going to do my base first. And I'm like, no, because I'm always messy with my eyes. And then I have to clean it up. So we're just doing this. The eyes really aren't going to be very intricate because they didn't do a whole lot of intricate back then. That is such a great pigmented shadow. I always use, this is an all matte palette, and it always gives me an excuse to get my shimmers out, my singles out, my Supershocks out, whatever. Ooh, I might use a Supershock today. Ooh, I have a couple of purple Supershocks I've never used. That would be amazing. Yeah, like that. And then I'm going to go into Signs. I'm going to go into Signs, which is this purple right here. And I am going to put that in my crease area. Now, it doesn't look like she has much of a dark crease, but we're going to do it anyway. Because I want to elongate the eye a little bit. So I'm just stamping this for now, and then I'm going to blend it in my crease. These are amazing purples. You know what? I had purples in my Beauty A to Z that I could have used. All right, it's all right. Blend this out a little bit. I do love these brushes. These are Moda brushes that I just won from Moda, and they are awesome for getting there in the crease. I'm kind of starting to feel like Jessica Rabbit right now. I did a Jessica Rabbit look for Halloween a couple of years ago. It was, I mean, it was pretty low quality, but I liked the way the look came out. I thought it was fun. I did 5 Fridays of Halloween, and they were fun. They were fun. I believe I did take the Betty Boop one down because it was so bad. Guys, it was so bad. It was like Betty Boop from Temu. Yeah, it was really bad. Okay, I'm going to take this out. I'm doing too rounded. I want to take this out a little bit. A little bit. Whew! That's some crazy Brandt stuff. Okay, and I'm going to blend out the top of this with that lighter purple without it getting muddy. And I'm going to be blending that top out in just a minute with, oh, I have a white right here. I have a white right here. So I'm going to take this white. It's called Cream and Sugar. This one right here. It is a great matte white. And I am going to go up here. Because the brow bone highlight game back in the 70s was pretty dang frosty. And we are going to make this very, very frosty. The picture that I have of her, everything is glowy. Her cheeks are glowy. Her forehead is glowy. Her chin is glowy. Her nose is glowy. Her eyes are glowy. Everything's glowy. Frosted. Frosted. That's all I'm going to use for the mattes. But I do have some beautiful Super Shocks here. This is the shade So Surreal. I've only swatched these. I've never actually used them. And then this one is a little dark. I don't want to use this. This is Social BB. It's a little dark for what I want, I think. And then this is called Angelic. And that's going on the brow bone. That's going on the brow bone. And I think that this So Surreal is going on the lid. Yes. Yes. And I think I might use my fingers. I don't like using my fingers. First thing I'm going to do is put down some glitter primer. My glitter primer is getting down there, which is awesome because I have the Devinah glitter primer. That freaking fantastic. And I can't wait to, I'm not going to start using, I did use it. I did try it out. But I'm not going to actually start using it until this one's gone. But it's pretty fantastic. Okay, I think that is good. Her eyebrows are pretty natural. I am going to go a little darker with the brows because I am going to put a wig on. Just saying, I am. All right, I'm going to use my finger. This is a little dry. But no less fantastic. That is exactly what I wanted it to look like. Yes. Oh my gosh, my grandma would be proud right now. I had my dad's second wife. My dad was married 3 times. First to my mom, and then to some psycho. And then to my current stepmom. My dad has passed, but I'm still really close with my stepmom. And I actually don't call her my stepmom. Her name is Kathy, and I call her Mom Cat. And she's fantastic. She's amazing. See what I mean about doing my face makeup? No, thank you. No, thank you. But my dad's second wife, as psycho as she was, her parents were lovely people. And her mom, there's a picture that I can see. She had on leopard print, hot pants, a white tank top. I think it was a white tank top. It was a lacy tank top. And she had on the most fantastic frosted lipstick and her big eyelashes, and her hair was all teased up on top of her head. It was an amazing picture. Amazing picture. Yeah, I'm really happy with that part of it. I'm going to clean this up real quick. Okay, I'm going to use a brush for this. I'm going to use a brush for this. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to put it on I think I'm going to put it on my brow bone. It's so sparkly. I should have sprayed it. It's not like I'm going to keep this on. I'm going to do a white shimmer there at the top, and I'm going to spray it. That's way better. I'm using the white shimmer from my ABH Glam Reflection Rosé. This is my old school pan that palette this year. And that shimmer is a really great inner corner, and I use it anytime I need an inner corner. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with that medium purple and just touch that up. Oh my gosh. Guys, that's ridiculous. Trust the process, I guess. Trust the process. So let's do face makeup. This is the Wet n Wild Prime Focus primer. It is a primer serum. I'm not really worried about my forehead too much. I am going to put makeup on the forehead, but you're not going to be able to see much of it when I'm done. This is a primer serum. It's supposed to refine pores. It's supposed to refine pores. It does not. But it is very hydrating, and it does feel very nice on my face. So after my skincare, I put that on. I'm going to be using the Dr. Brandt Luminizer primer. I do love this. Oh, no, I'm not. Yeah, I am. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to put a different luminizer on underneath my foundation. This is a luminizer primer, but it's not in your face glowy. It just gives you some life. And I really love it. I use it every day. Got it on my headband. I just washed all my headbands. Okay. Now, we're going in with the Big Daddy. We're going into with the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. And if I can get any out of this, it's like almost gone. I've been mixing it with my foundation. I used to actually put this on my skin before my foundation, and that's kind of comical because you can see how glowy this is. But I didn't have as much texture at that time. Okay. Pretty. Pretty, pretty. I go in with my hands are so slippery from that primer. I've had that primer forever, that Glotion forever. And I'm just going to go in with my Catrice Camoflage, Ultimate Camoflage Concealer. And I'm just going to go like around my nose. This is what I usually do. Wow, I'm glowy. I am glowy. I'm going to use the House Labs, and I'm going to mix it with that Lumi Glotion as well. Yes, more glow. If I can get any more out of it. I am going to scrape down the sides of that and put it in a jar. I normally apply this with my fingers and then blend it out with a brush. I'm going in straight in with the sponge today because you guys don't want to sit here and watch me do my foundation all day. Why do I feel like Cruella de Vil? I totally feel like Cruella de Vil. I was Cruella de Vil for Halloween like 4 years in a row. I had a Dalmatian. Her name was Ashley. I had a Dalmatian, and I decided I was going to make my Halloween costume, and I made it, and it was amazing. If I have a picture, I'll put it in here. I don't know if I do or not. I might have one on Facebook. I'll have to get it up there. Every Halloween party I went to, I won best costume, but it cost me $75 to make. So this is the e.l.f. Putty color correcting eye brightener. So I wanted to get my money's worth. So I wore it for like 3 or 4 years. And then a friend, quote unquote friend, borrowed it 1 year and never returned it. Because that's what happens, right? That's why I stopped loaning things to anyone. Even if they were, I mean, my bestie Dina, I would loan her whatever she wanted. Because I know where she lives, and I would get it back from her. But, yeah, this chick just freaking took it. It's so salty. Okay, Cher has serious cheekbones. I do not have those cheekbones. And I don't even think I can make those cheekbones, but we're going to try. We're going to try to make some cheekbones. I feel like I need more shimmer on the lid. That's not shimmery enough. Those are a little dry. I'm going to have to get something else to put on the lid because it's not shimmery enough. Now, if you have short hair or you're wearing your hair up, you might not want to put as much contour as what I just did. But I'm going to have a wig on. You're not going to be able to see it. You're just going to be able to see that I have kind of a jawline. We definitely need some bronzer because, especially in the summertime, Cher was very tan. Very tan. I'm not, but, and nor am I going to put bronzer all over my face because that's ridiculous. But I am going to bronze up my cheeks pretty good. And a little bit of my forehead. Like I said, you're not going to see my forehead. That was the e.l.f. Putty Primer Bronzer. And now I'm going to put the e.l.f. Monochromatic Multi-Stick in the shade Luminous Berry. I'm going to put that on my cheeks. But I like to use a brush to do that. I'm going to come out a little bit more. I don't normally do apples of my cheeks, but that's what they did back then. I have a hair. I think I got it. Blend those out a little bit. And then we're going in with powder. I need to powder this down. It feels wet. I have my e.l.f. Halo Glow Powder mixed with my RCMA No Color Powder. I knocked down a bunch of that glow, a bunch of that dewy goodness, but it was really, it was getting me. It was giving me the heebie-jeebies. Let me look real quick. Let me look at what I'm going to put on my lid. I think I'm going to put this purple right here, this nebula. This is the Supernova, the ABH Cosmetics Supernova. And I love these baked shimmers, and they are so beautiful. So I think I'm going to use the silver and the purple. I think. Still pretty shimmery, but still not as crazy as what I wanted. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know. I think I'm fine. I mean, honestly, you're not going to be able to even see it because my eyes are so hooded. But I do feel better about that. Am I going to put the silver on top of it? Let's do it. Let's do it with my finger. You're not even going to see it. I have hooded eyes. You're not even going to see it. You guys. I'm going to go in with the Essence Pure Nude in Goldie Cassis. On my cheeks. This is a very glowy blush. It's very pretty. But I am going to use highlighter. I'm going into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild Glow Kit. And I'm going to use this shade of Blue Moon. It's actually in a project. But I think that's what I want, actually. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. It's pretty damn glowy. I'm going to go in with this soft pink. I think it's going to be more like what I want. Now, the lips back then were very natural. They were very glossy. They weren't dark. So I'm going to do a pink, and then I'm going to do a gloss. This is the Beauty Creations Gloss in Pretty Girl. And it is super frosty. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to do liners, lashes, eyebrows, all of that. I'll come back with the finished look. Don't go anywhere. So we are back, and I'm digging it. I really am. I feel very Cher. I do. I feel very 70s glam Cher. I really do. Is the 70s glam going to make a comeback? I sure the hell hope so. Because at 50 some years old, okay, here's the rule, evidently. Here's the rule. If you've worn it once, you shouldn't wear it again. So when the 80s come back around, they are saying that I shouldn't wear it again. Try to stop me. Try to stop me. You're not the boss of me. I will totally wear that. But you guys, I would wear this out. I would wear it out. You think I'm crazy for that? So do I look like I need a crystal ball in front of me? Is that what it's giving? Is it giving fortune teller? I don't think so. Tell me in the comments below. Tell me what you think. Also, tell me your favorite era, favorite makeup era, clothing era, hair era, all of it. Mine's the 80s. Will always be the 80s. Love the 80s. But I'm digging it, you guys. I'm digging it. Thank you so much, Leanna, for coming up with this idea, because it was so fun. You guys don't forget to go check out Leanna and see what decade she's going to represent, see what inspired her. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate being here. And until next time, everyone have a great day, and we'll see you later.